Hey, what's up guys, Scotty Games here again, ready for another video. I think it is episode 15 of the Vince Russo Major League Wrestling save. Man, it's mental, man. 15 episodes. Jeez, oh. I thought I was going to give up on the first three. But we're still going, we're cracking on, we're doing okay, we're doing well. So anyway, let's have a look at the previous Fusion just there, the last video. We got a 57 rating, 57 show rating. Attendance of 139. So 57, I think that's one of the best we've had, to be fair. 48 the previous week. 51. Where am I now? 48. 48. 41. 50. 41. Oh, that. 52 there. Yep, it's the best we've had. I mean, look, after starting in a shitty 32. Look at us now. Look at us now. We're right up there. On a 57, so I can't complain, guys. Can't complain. So what happened last week? I don't know. What did happen last week? What happened at the end of last week's show? I've totally forgot, man. Oh yeah, Glenn Gilberti, of course, got attacked by Vito, who is under control of Cesar Duran. And of course the Lawler and Cross thingy majiggy. So yeah, Coffee Brothers. Yeah, anyway, watch your previous video and then watch this one. So as you can see, guys, excuse me, we're still in debt, heavily in debt here. As you can see at the red here, fucking hell. We're 17th in the world. But see, this is killing us. See, the economy in the US is currently weak and is likely to have an impact on our ability to grow, which isn't good. I don't know if that fixes. Does that ever fix itself, or is that something that I have to do, or I don't know, because that's going to really be affecting me. Well, the company, not me. It's got to be affecting the company. So yeah. Anyway, guys, excuse me. Let's go to the show. Let's see if we can top a 57. I doubt it, but you never know. So when is the? Before I check that, actually, when is the? What date is this today? So it's the 26th of February. So 14th of March. So we'll still have another 2 fusions to go. I really want to do a Legends show. So of course the next pay-per-view is Once Upon a Time in New York. I think I'm going to make next week's show a kind of Legends show. As silly as that sounds, but I want to make a Legends show. So, right, anyway, sorry. Here we go. Wish me luck, guys, because I'm going to need it. I've actually also used a couple of these as well, just to let you know, the creative ideas. So I've spent some points and stuff. So I've used a couple of them. Sometimes they've worked, sometimes they haven't, but yeah. Anyway, guys, sorry, I'm waffling on here. Oh, wish me luck. I don't know. So, a decent pre-show match. Donovan Dijak defeated Cocaine in 5-4-6 by pinfall with a Feast Your Eyes. The match was designed to work the crowd. So yeah, that got a segment rating of 41. SoCal Val was the... You'll see what happens anyway. Never mind. So, yeah. That was a pre-show match. And it got a 41. That's okay. So, we have another pre-show match. And it's good wrestling, but little heat. Akira defeated Ricky Knight Jr. by submission. I've heard a lot of good things about Ricky Knight Jr., so it's actually good to see that he's put on a good match. I may sign him, to be fair. As he's got an in-ring performance of 43, I may sign him. And he will be part of a storyline that's moving forward. So then we have another pre-show match. Mickey Knuckles defeated Gigi Ray. Is that right? That got a 35. Blah, blah, blah. Right, let's go to the main show. Right, so we go to Joey Styles. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MLW Fusion. Joey Styles here, and before we start tonight's action, I do want to address the obvious situation about our broadcasting team. Excuse me. As everyone saw last week, things got a bit out of control when Big Vito snapped, and we saw one of the most shocking moments in MLW when he powerbombed Glenn Gilberti straight off the stage. Thankfully, Glenn is recovering at home but is not medically cleared to be here. But however, joining me tonight is someone many of you may know very well. Please welcome SoCal Val. So SoCal Val says, thank you, Joey. First of all, Glenn, if you're watching at home, I hope you recover quickly. But after seeing what Vito did last week, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous about accepting this job tonight. Oh, wait, speaking of Vito, Vito walks down to the ring with Cesar Duran, Mil Muertes and Místico. The lights are dim. Vito looks like he is in a trance. I got a 37. Oh God, what goes through my head? So, oh God. Anyway, never mind. So, Cesar Duran says, ladies and gentlemen, your rightful leader has arrived. You people still ask the same question. Where is Vince Russo? You blame me for the disappearance of Vince Russo, but I do not know where Vince Russo is. Maybe he ran away. Maybe the pressure became too much. Maybe he finally realised this company never belonged to him. So Duran slowly turns back and places his hand on Big Vito's shoulder. Smoke starts coming out of the skull Duran is holding. But what I do know is that power changes people. Look at Big Vito. Once upon a time he swore and screamed and protected Vince Russo like a dog. But now he understands the truth. Vito has embraced violence, darkness and obedience. Muertes stares down Vito, approving of him. So tonight, right here, right now, Vito issues an open challenge. Anyone brave enough can come down here and fight the monster standing beside me. Gone! So the lights go out, and when they come back on, Vito is in the ring on his own. The announcers discuss if anyone will accept the challenge. Wow, man. I got a 16 rating. That is terrible, man. What is happening? Cesar Duran was very poor when trying to improvise dialogue. It's no like him. Oh, I should have put it on fucking scripted. Oh, my bad. My mistake. Or non-scripted, whatever it is. So, an extremely short match. Stephen Flo accepted the challenge. Big Vito defeated Stephen Flo in 3 minutes 25 by pinfall with a spinning lifting DDT. The match was designed to tell a specific story. Basically, Big Vito dominated this match. Flo's offense was just non-effective. Vito is just, I don't know, it's like he's been possessed, obviously. So, anyway, I got an 18. It got the crowd hotter, I suppose, which is okay. Not a very good show so far. So, the camera cuts to a dark room. We hear water dripping from a distance. Sitting on a chair is Vince Russo. He is blindfolded. He is shaken. He starts to struggle. Bro, I swear to God, whoever this is thinks it's funny is going to regret it. You hear me? Russo starts breathing heavily as he starts to hear footsteps coming towards him. A shadowy figure is seen from the darkness. He removes Russo's blindfold and Russo looks shocked and shouts, You? It's Vampiro. Bro, what the hell are you doing? What is this? Did you kidnap me? So Vampiro just says, relax, Vince. Vince says, relax? You drag me into some horror movie basement and tell me to relax? Vampiro says, I didn't kidnap you, Vince. I saved you. You think Cesar Duran is playing games? You think this is about ratings? It's about control. You have no idea what you're dealing with. Cesar doesn't just destroy companies, he corrupts people. He gets inside their minds, and it seems nowadays their souls too. Vampiro leans in and says, I'm the only one who can beat him. Russo said, alright bro, but if this is some kind of setup, it's already too late for setups. Vampiro blows out the candle and a message appears saying to be continued. So, the angle idea was a success. It just shows, man, so Vampiro is the man who actually, well, he didn't kidnap Vince, he saved Vince. But is he the man to help get Vince's company back? I don't know. So, About they had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Miyu Yamashita defeated Delmi Exo by pinfall with a skull kick. Yamashita has a strong connection with the young female demographic who really liked her winning. That was the same last week, so I think I'm just going to keep putting her in matches that it's going to make her win. She seems to get good ratings and stuff, so I'm happy with that. So, yeah, good. It'll be the same next week as well, hopefully. Just put her in a match and have her win. And then possibly, yeah, we'll go into that anyway. So, right, so, the screen suddenly cuts to green. A faint static noise plays, and we hear faint noises in the background. Leads, greed, corruption. So a hooded figure slowly walks through an abandoned building, lit only by green and smoke. The camera reveals it's the Green Phantom. He removes his hood and stares into the camera. Major League Wrestling! You used to stand for something. You used to be about fighting spirit and honor. But now you are poisoned. Corruption runs through this company like a disease. I have watched long enough and have seen fear taking over the locker room. MLW doesn't need another politician. It needs a hero. And your hero is coming soon. I am the Green Phantom. And then the words coming soon appears on the screen. So it appears that the Green Phantom is coming to MLW. God damn it, man. Oh, God. I got an 18. No wonder. So we go back to in-ring action. A decent match. The Three Lions, Martin Stone and Zack Knight, obviously not Roy Knight, defeated the Outbreak when Zack Knight submitted Abel. During the match we also had Davey Boy Smith Jr. run in and attack Abel. So basically, the Outbreak were cheated in this match. Jackson's getting better at his gimmick. Abel was off his game. James Mitchell did some good work at ringside. How is things with the commentary? This segment, good commentary. See, there's not really much saying about the colour commentary, is there? I want to know how SoCal Val's getting on. Doesn't look like she's doing very well. I might have to bring in someone else. Anyway, never mind that. I got a 40 rating, which is pretty good. So, the camera cuts to another Coach's Corner segment. We see the coach sitting at his desk. Welcome back to Coach's Corner, the one place in Major League Wrestling where somebody actually tells the truth. Let's start with the big monster that everyone is supposed to be terrified of. Mil Muertes. Can someone please explain to me why this guy is even here? We hear the music, the lights go out, and everybody acts terrified. And then what happens? Nothing. He hardly wrestles, he hardly talks. He has brought nothing to MLW other than standing beside Cesar Duran and being his bodyguard. Right now, he doesn't look like the man of 1,000 deaths, and more like Cesar Duran's bitch. Speaking of disappointments, let's talk about the Outbreak. Remember the hype? These guys came in with huge presentation, big entrance and big expectations. I thought, okay, here we go, MLW has a dangerous new tag team, but nothing. They look flat and haven't lived up to the hype. What exactly is James Mitchell doing? He has a lot to answer for, but hey, this is MLW. Maybe next week the lights will go out and Vito will be covered in black goo again. But remember one thing, the coach always tells the truth. So there we go, Coach's Corner. Obviously you'll know what that is if you're a JCW fan. A lot of this is I've actually got a lot of characters and stuff for the JCW. This is such a good show. It's the best show on TV now, wrestling wise, in my opinion. I got a 33. Fucking coach. So, backstage, the Three Lions are bragging about their win earlier tonight against the Outbreak. What an easy win, lads. What a difference having a reliable tag team partner makes. So Saraya walks into the shot. You disgust me. You're his brother. Roy looked after you when you were a kid. He helped train us both. So Stone and Smith Jr. start sniggering. Saraya Knight walks into the shot. So sweet Saraya, obviously the mum. Not Saraya, but Saraya's mum. You have let us all down, Zack. I have never been more disgusted by you than I am now. I raised you better than that. Zack says, Mum, what the hell are you doing here? Sweet Saraya says, you want to act tough? You think hanging around with these twats makes you a real man? Look what you've done to your family. So then Ricky Knight Jr. walks into the shot. Ricky Knight Jr. is obviously the real life son of Roy Knight. So Ricky says, you hurt my dad and now you stand there acting proud? Me versus you right now, and I will fight for my family. Do you like the pun there that I done? So the three lions just walk off laughing. But I am thinking about bringing in Ricky Knight Jr. permanently. So that got a 25 rating. So let's go. Oh, nice. I'll take that. So we'll go to the next match. About they had decent wrestling, but little heat. Dragon Azteca Jr. defeated Regido with a 450 splash. The match was designed to revolve around a lot of high spots. People just love Lucha, don't they? Dragon Azteca Jr. is very good. I will be putting him in more matches, but that's good. Good to get that wee rating up there. A wee 50. That's good. So, it's another Coach's Corner segment. Woohoo! So, we see the coach sitting on a chair at his desk. Welcome back to Coach's Corner. Earlier tonight, I spoke about Mil Muertes and the outbreak. But now, I want to talk about a man who has totally lost the plot. Filthy Tom Lawler. Tom, let me explain something to you, because apparently no one else will. You lost to Killer Cross. Since then, you have thrown tantrums and attacked innocent people backstage and acting like the world owes you something. Newsflash, it doesn't. You can attack anyone backstage you want because none of them are Killer Cross. Cross beat you because he's better than you, he is stronger than you, and smarter than you. You are not good enough to beat Killer Cross. Not today, not tomorrow, and maybe not ever. Coach's Corner segment ends, so Coach is really stirring the shite here. 37 rating. Oh, the matches are doing really well. In about they had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Wolfgang defeated Tankman by pinfall with a damage point. Empress Ferron did some good work at ringside. I got a 56 rating. I'm very happy with that. So, the camera cuts backstage where we see Tom Lawler storming through the hallway, still furious after everything surrounding Killer Cross. Lawler said, where is somebody? Anyone? I don't care who it is anymore. If you want to step up, then come on. Lawler starts throwing things around angry when suddenly we see Cruel appear. Cruel is seen down the hallway. He doesn't say anything until... You seek violence. Lawler says, I seek victims. Both men start brawling in the hallway. Staff are scattering everywhere as both men throw each other into different objects. The camera then turns as the lights dim and flicker. Cesar Duran appears smiling. Gentlemen, if you want violence, if you want pain, then settle it tonight. I am sure my believers would love to see a violent main event. But remember, in my temple, violence always has a price. And then the lights just flicker and stuff like that. So I got a 38 rating. So tonight's main event is going to be Cruel versus Tom Lawler. So we then go to a dark room. What goes through my head, man? We then go to it's a very dark place. We then go to a dark room. The camera flickers on the same dimly lit room. Oh, my typing's rubbish. Vince Russo still sits tied loosely to a chair. He looks tired and frustrated. Vampiro stands in the shadows. Bro, how long is this going to keep going? Duran has his hands in everything. Vampiro says it got worse. What do you mean it got worse? Glenn Goldberry. Disco? What about him? Vero attacked him. Threw him off the stage. He's out. Russo says, oh, come on. Enough already. Glenn is one of our guys. He didn't deserve this. What the hell happened to Vero? I know Vero. He is rough and crazy sometimes, but this isn't him, bro. Vampiro steps forward and pulls out an object from his jacket pocket. This is the answer. Here, take it. Russo says, what's this? Vampiro says, an antidote for Vito. He is not himself. Cesar Duran has him under his control. The black liquid, the darkness. It's not loyalty, it's possession. That bottle is the only thing that can bring him back. It has to get to him before it's too late. Next week, we save Vito. So we have an antidote. So we have to get the antidote to Vito before it's too late, apparently. So, segment rating of 30. Love it. That'll do, I suppose. It keeps the storyline going. So, an extremely short match. Magnus defeated Suicide by pinfall. Suicide is leaving the company, so I'm just jobbing him out to as many people as possible. So that got a 28. That was just a random shitty match thrown together. So, woohoo! So, About That had superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Azteca Lucha, Mil Muertes and Mystico defeated the Beer Bellies when Mil Muertes pinned James Storm with a double leg slam. In terms of in-ring work, Mystico was head and shoulders above everyone else. Grado was a weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. Definitely. The Mil Muertes creative finish was a success. Good. And the segment got a 64, which I'm chuffed about, man. That is amazing. So, yeah. Mystico is over as over can be. So I'm going to have to keep putting him in matches and stuff like that. So, basically, this was to prove that Azteca Lucha could dominate the tag division. They've just beaten the champions. It was a non-title match, so the titles do not change hands. But Cesar Duran is basically just showing everyone how easy it is for his men just to run the company. So that got a 64, and I'm chuffed with that, man. So, then we go to a decent brawl. Well, it's the main event, basically. It's a wild brawl. Tom Lawler defeated Cruel by submission with a guillotine choke. Cruel was off his game, and Empress Veron did some good work at ringside. So it's another loss for the Veron Monster Corporation, but Lawler gets the win in the main event. So, to finish the show, after the match, the Titantron, you know what I mean, the big screen comes on. We see Killer Cross sarcastically clapping. Well done, Tom. Well done. Congratulations. You beat Cruel, which earns you another opportunity to stand across from me. But understand something. Opportunities don't last forever. At MLW once upon a time in New York, you and me, one more time. And this time, it's a last chance match. That means if you fail, if you can't beat me, if you can't take this belt from me, you never get another shot again. No excuses, no rematches. You can attack anyone you want, but after New York, you won't have anyone else to blame but yourself. And then it cuts off. And that got a 26 rating. Ah, man, we're held in front of 76 people as well, just so you know. Anyway, I can't see this being a good rating. I'm going to go for a 46. Well, 47. Oh, well, it's still decent because it's increasing our popularity. But the only thing is the economy in the US is fucking shit, man. So I don't know how we're going to build for this, man. This is the thing. I just don't know how we're going to build. But anyway, I'll pause for a second and I'll be back. So yeah, here we go. So, WWE have apparently begun negotiations to extend the contract of one of their top stars, Sami Zayn. Not bad. So let's have a look at the Fusion. So, attendance 76, show rating 47, had a total viewership of 9,499 viewers. Let's see the report on it. Is there any report on it? Let's see. So, it's been awesome. The small company has outshone some of the bigger companies' recent efforts, which is great, man. That's amazing news, man. So it is. It really is. Oh, Taz has been divorced. So yeah, TNA Impact, is that still on the go? So yeah, guys, what can I say? I mean, they say it's an awesome show. Do you think it's an awesome show? I'm not too sure. I'm not so sure. But listen, man, we all like different things, you know. So, but yeah, The next video, so I'm waffling on here. So the next video will be another fusion show, guys. And honestly, thank you so much again for watching. Please like the video if you can. Leave a little comment, that would be amazing. If anybody can tell me about the economy, does this go away by itself, or is there something I have to do in the game to help the economy? I don't know. But anyway, guys, have a good one, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.